BJ from Game Gumbo. I've got my guests here, Monique and Naveen. We're talking spicy hot games. One of them is not technically a board game, but to me, it plays like a board game. Have you guys played Among Us yet?
Yes,
oh my gosh.
have.
I've been playing it nonstop for the past 48 hours.
Yeah.
All right, tell us what Among Us is.
Around the world. It's a social deduction. I guess it's a video game.
Yep.
You can play on your phone or you can play on Steam on your computer. And essentially you're in like a space station and everybody is trying to work together to fix the space station, to repair, doing tasks all around. But one or three people are imposters. And they are actually going around killing people.
Sabotaging.
Yeah. But
Look, not Dr. Gumbo. Look, Dr. Gumbo is working on a task.
Dr. Gumbo's friend.
He's not a traitor. Look, he's just working on a task. I'm not a traitor. I'm part of the crew, right? Look at that cute little pet I've got. Come on.
It's very cute. Oh my gosh.
Dr. Gumbo.
So, and you're trying to
so I'm playing on my phone, and the phone is free, and everybody else was playing on Steam. So I ended up, bad decisions were made. I ended up with two pets. I bought the two little, I don't know why. You get knocked out of the game, and you're not out for very long. I mean, our games are never really lasting more than 5 or 10 minutes, right? I don't know about y'all, but
yeah, they're pretty fast.
We had one epic game where we had a new player that we didn't know that well. And we forgot to tell them that if you get knocked out, by the way, Vero, you're not really eliminated. You're still a ghost and you're playing with the crew.
Okay.
And you can still win with the crew if you can fix the ship before it's not traitors. It's, what are they called?
Imposter.
Imposter. Yeah.
Okay.
Before the imposter actually, before the imposter destroys the ship or whatever it kills everybody, you can still win if you can complete all your tasks.
Okay.
But, the one way to learn how to who's who and who's not who, a lot of times, me being a slower player, I've lost, especially playing on my phone. I just don't like moving the pieces around on the phone, but I've got an iMac and it doesn't work for the Mac right now. But I'm moving around. So I liked everybody to distinguish themselves as much as possible. And our players are so devious. They've got pink shirts with white hats and white shirts with pink hats. So when somebody zooms past you and you see them murder somebody, I'm yelling that it was the person in pink. And they're like, well, there's two people in pink. Which one is it?
Have they ever named themselves a color? Because that's really confusing.
Oh, yeah, because we do that a lot. We say pink, pink, red, red, white. Oh, that's name yourself a different color than what you are.
They're named a different color. And then now, like when you're in those meetings where you have to discuss, they're like, oh, it's red, but which red? Who's red? Yeah.
Here's why I wanted to bring it up to. Why is it taking the board game world by storm? I mean, so many people in board games are playing it. Why do you think that's happening?
I feel like it encapsulates a lot of why people enjoy playing board games to begin with. And like right now, while everybody can't meet, it's so easy to just like open up your phone and just, here's my code, let's start a room. We can get playing in 5 minutes.
Yep.
And it's like the reason why people like social deduction games in general. I feel like it just kind of embodies that spirit. That's how I feel anyway.
Naveen, we typically don't like player elimination, though. How did they successfully get away from that in this game?
Well, so I don't think we said basically that the good guys in the game, they have to repair the ship or identify who the imposter is. So when you're eliminated, you come back as a ghost. So you're still doing things. And you can actually move through walls now as a ghost, and you can go complete tasks even faster with no repercussions. You don't have to worry about getting killed a second time.
Yeah.
And so basically you're completing your tasks, and then you're kind of seeing the whole process unfold in front of you. So you're like, oh my gosh, that's the other imposter.
You can watch them murder.
Watch them murder and pillage and whatever they're doing.
And you're like, oh my God, I can't believe they're not looking at this body.
But as a ghost, you have limited ability to communicate with your teammates. You can only communicate with the other ghosts now.
Yes.
So you can't just be like, hey, I was killed by Monique. So everybody, it's Monique.
Yeah.
So there's that kind of like wall, and then you're basically kind of rooting for your team. Like, come on, get that guy.
And it's so fast.
I had one where I completed all the tasks. So I basically walked around and I couldn't figure out who the other imposter was. I knew one of them because they throat punched me, but I didn't know who the other one was. So I followed everybody around trying to see who was. I was really involved, even though I was technically out of the game. But like I said, you're not really out. You're still in. You're still working on your task.
Yeah.
everything.
Stuff.
Among Us, we have been addicted to it. We played it 2 nights in a row till all hours of the night. Just a lot of fun. Now, when we played it in the last, so that was Monday night. When we played it Monday night, we did a little bit differently. Normally, we're playing it on Discord, so everybody can talk. Now, the rules of the game say when the game is live, no one's talking. You're just doing your tasks, and that way you're not giving away like we've done accidentally. Oh, I got killed. No, you're not supposed to do this. And then the debate starts whenever a meeting is called or a body is found.
Right.
But we changed it up in the last game on Monday night. You know, some people are there's an inherent disadvantage if you're not good at making up lies, you know, on the spot, right?
Yeah.
Or you have trouble being confronted by people or even confronting people. Some people don't like that confrontation. So we did the game Monday night strictly by the in-game chat. Have you done it that way yet?
I have, mainly because I like playing with people around the world. Like you can go online and just like play, and I'll go into like, because I'm learning Spanish, I'll go into like the Spanish channel or like Filipino and play with them. But yeah, it's hard on the phone because of the text aspect to it. Like people on the computer are just so quick, and then they think that you're the imposter. You don't respond right away. But
so, I am not very good as the imposter live. You know, I don't. Sometimes my alibis, you know, they get crossed up. But if you give me a second to think about it, you know, and I can type it in, I'm a little more devious. So I recommend even for one of the players that played with us hates social deduction games. I mean, BSG, we love Battlestar Galactica, can't stand it, and he has enjoyed playing this. His wife has enjoyed playing this, and neither one of them are social deduction. They don't play Mafia, don't play any of those other games. So I'll tell you, so far I really like this Among Us. I got to admit, they've done a good job with that one. So,
how many players does it go to?
10. You have a room of 10.
Oh wow!
Yeah, 10.
Yeah.
When you get that high, I've only played with 2 imposters, but Monique, you said you could play up to 3.
Can do
right?
3. Yeah, that seems really hard.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's possible. I mean, if you've explored like the third map, that lava map, that map is really hard. It's huge, so I can't imagine playing it with less than 10. You know?
We played it with 5 or 6, and boy, the pathways are tight in some areas and then wide open in other areas. Yeah. But you don't have any real safe zones like the cafeteria. You know what I mean? Where the cafeteria is big enough to where everybody can see what's going on, so it's harder to murder people.
Yeah.
Don't ever go in the med bay, people, by the way. Don't ever go in the med bay. You're going to get knifed. You're going to get knifed while you're body scanning, and you can't fake it as the imposter, right?
Yep.
But you get knifed, and no one finds your body for minutes and minutes, and then by that time they're going, "Oh, I think it was Pink because they were the closest one," and Pink just happened to walk by. It had nothing to do with it.
Where is your favorite place to murder in this game?
You know, I'm a traditionalist, man. I jump in the vent and just pop right out the vent, out the vent.
Clever.
And my heart's racing because you have to be quick. You got to pop out, take him down, pop back in the vent before anybody else sees you. And sometimes it doesn't work. You know, sometimes people walk in the room and you go.
So the first time,
I don't know where that body came from. Then you're trying to hit report.
The first time we ever played, Monique didn't know that the imposters can go in the vent, and so in front of about like 7 other people, you just see her disappear into a vent and then come back out, and then we instantly call a meeting. All right, Monique.
I couldn't say anything. I think I said like no.
Well, you know, talking about the vent, you think if you're the crew, that's what you're looking for. You're looking for people to pop out the vent, and then you just report them. The problem is that if they see you seeing them pop out the vent, you're a dead duck. They're going to just pop you right in the face. So it's
good game.
Yeah, Dean, can we erase that from the transcript? I know there's a lot going on here that we probably don't want to publish. The cafeteria is wide open and harder to murder people. That's Among Us from Inner Sloth, a game I never heard of until a couple of weeks ago when we started hearing about it on podcasts. And now, oh man, so much fun. One last.